Right, everyone, I've just finished the installation. I'm really excited to jump out the car and have a look at. Hopefully this looks sick, man. I don't know, we'll just have to see, but yeah, I'm really excited to just jump out, show you guys what's going on, get some sick shots, and yeah, I hope you like it. Let's see what's going down.
In complete darkness, we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive you. In complete darkness, we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive you.
Right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to Right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to a little cheeky one. We are going to try and attempt to fit these today. Some Underglow lighting. So yeah, we've watched a couple of videos. Hopefully this is going to be reasonably simple. But it always goes wrong. So hey, well look, we're going to give it a go. I'm going to have to use my jack. Hopefully we've got a jack in the back. I mean, I haven't even used it before. I hope we've got a jack in the back of the car. Because my full proper jack is in my mum's garage, and there's loads of spiders in there, and I hate spiders. So let's crack on. Let's not take any time up. Let's get out of the car. Let's assess the situation and get these bad boys on. Let's go. Okay, so let's have a look. What's in the box? Really simple. You have your wires, your sides, your front and your rear, your control box for your Bluetooth, and then your negative and positive. Fairly simple process. What I'm going to do is utilize the wiring loom that I've already got going on in the fuse box. I've got a spare ACC live that I've got just inside here, and we're going to utilize the earth. So we're just going to tap into the earth, which I've already made a splice somewhere on there from before. So I think what we're going to do, it comes with 3M tape already pre-done, but this stuff isn't that great, to be fair, and not that sticky. And because it's been in the box a while, it's peeling off here, as you can see. To be fair, there's no stickiness on it. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to utilise double-sided tape from Halfords. This stuff is great, and it's super sticky, and it should hold it. But we're also going to use some cable ties. We're going to make a couple of small drill holes and use zip ties just to hold it in certain sections along the side. Right, let's get this going. Okay, so I've currently laid out the wiring like this. We've got the front, which I've just taped up. Got the sides, two sides, and the rear, which is here. So we've got quite a bit of wire. I'm not sure whether I want to do the rear or not. I'm in two minds, but basically there should be enough wiring to do this. So let's do this. Okay, so on the rear we don't have a lot of choice. Now we could a bit close. We could try and utilize it. Well, we're not going to fit it to the exhaust, so potentially we could use it on the cross frame and run it along here, which would look better than it being seen from the rear. But I'm not sure if it would stick. I could probably cable tie it then. That might work. I'm thinking about doing it there. So let's start. Let's have a go on here. If it doesn't work out, then we can obviously move it anyway. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just feeding it through that little opening there for the under tray, rather than taking this whole car apart, which I really can't be bothered to do. So I've just fed that through there, popped it out down here, just run it along there. Now we have the wire here. I'm going to run that to the back, and then just do the same with the other ones for the sides. So let's just keep going. Okay, a bit like fishing. Through the hole. Let's go and grab that on the other side. Okay, so I just fed that under, and it pops out here. I'm just going to lay it there for a second. Potentially I need to work out, do I take the tray down just underneath just so the wire sits nicely. But we're just gonna, at the moment it goes that way, so we're gonna have to maybe put the tray down and run it so it's a bit smoother. So I think we're just going to do that now quickly and just undo these couple of bolts here and just feed it that way, and then it's smoother going that way, and then less to tie up. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so just done the 3 bolts off. This gives me enough to pull the tray down there. Just there, enough. So I'll just run it back up there, and then just pulled it out over here. So I'm just going to run the wire. So everything's just running underneath there. Be a bit neater. Just pull that through, that, and then we're just going to run that round, and then that wire will go down that side. Fairly simple. So yeah, let's just get that done and bolt it back up. Okay, so I've just fed the last one through. We've still got this one to feed through, which is the front. But I'm going to mount the box. This is where I want the box, next to the halos for the fogs. So we're gonna just mount that there, and then this won't move. So if I pull on the wires, then we're not going to lose the positioning of the box. Want it just close to the fuse box, and obviously close to everything else. So it's all mounted there. So let's just feed the last one through. Everything else is going that way now, all around. So yeah, let's get that stuck down and keep going. While I'm at it as well, what I'll do is I'll just show you. So I'm just going to disconnect this. This is for the halos. Just move that out of the way a second, just so we can open the fuse box. So we're going to position that there. I'll just unclip the fuse box. Just inside here, actually, let me just move that out of the way a second. Let's just move that, so we shuffle that open. So just inside here, I've got a spare. See here on the ACC. I'll show you what I use. This fuse here at the front, this big fuse. So what I've done is I've lifted that up and placed 2 wires that come out. Now that's your ACC live. Now you can use that for your halos or whatever LED lights you're running. So what happens is when you press the start button or turn the key, your halos will come on automatically. Now depending on which ones you've got, you can obviously, with the Bluetooth ones, you can turn them off. So regardless of whether it's constantly on, you can just turn them off anyway. So this is what I use. So I mean, you can do your setup however you like, but I've just got a spare wire, so I'm going to utilize that for the live, for the ACC live, and then we'll just earth it, and that should then give us basically control of both lights utilizing at the same time and turn off exactly the same time. Well, so I've just put the fuse box back on, and now I've got my live ready to use. So there you go, sound fine. So that's what I would do, guys, utilize that. Right gang, I left you underneath the car about 2 weeks ago. Now what I had to do, unfortunately I had to go, so I ended up removing everything that I'd already done, which is fine because it's given me an opportunity to work out what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to change things a little bit. I'm not too happy with the rear situation. I think there needs to be a bar along the back just to give it some support, or I mean it will work, it doesn't look pretty. I guess who looks underneath the car, to be fair, I guess, I don't know, I'm not just sure. So I'm at a moment, at this moment in time, I'm going to rerun the wires slightly differently. We're going to go round the well of the tyre, so we're going to remove the plastic, trim down slightly and go underneath there so it runs nicely underneath the car. It didn't at that stage, so I was in a position to probably take it out and restart again. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to do that now, and we're going to try and attempt to get the under strip lighting done today. So let's go. Right guys, so this is what I'm doing. I've just removed the screw here. Be very careful, there's a clip just behind it that holds the screw in. You don't want to lose that metal clip, that's be a pain to hold this in. I've just peeled this down slightly. What we're going to do is we're going to run one of the wires down here through here, so it's all clean away from the wheel components, which you definitely don't want to have. And then we'll run it out this side, ready to install on the side skirt. I'm going to leave the rear off. I'm not going to do the rear for the moment. We may come back to that. I'm probably going to purchase a different brand that allows you to run the wires and then clip into the power source. At the moment, this is all on one, as it's a cheaper brand. I don't like the way it was set up at the back. Yeah. So look, we're just going to crack on with this for the moment. Right, so all laid back out again on the floor. We are going to poke this through here. Hopefully it goes around the wheel well. And then I'm going to try and get it out here somewhere. So yeah, I'm just going to feed that through. Hopefully we can pick it up in a minute, just over here. Bloody hell, gang. So when you pull this back, Jesus, quite a bit of mud. So well, I'm just gonna, there's basically a piece of sponge that sits behind the wheel well. So we're just gonna feed this through and down. So I'm just gonna do that now. So yeah, let's crack this on. Okay, so what you can do is just pull it back, and then you've got like a little opening. Not sure if you can see that, just there, which you can just feed that through there, and then just pull it out down here. Right, now we've got the wire, which is now feeding up around here. It's completely out of the way and a lot safer. So just going to feed that through. And have this ready prepared to place along this side. Look how much dirt come out. Okay, right, so what we're going to do is I purchased some of these to come up with an idea of how to try and not drill a small hole, which, to be fair, a small hole under here, and then feed a and just feed a zip tie through to hold it on. It's pretty simple, but I thought I'd just purchase these and see if this would work. So what I've done is I've put one over here, and then I'm just going to see if I can clip this up. I'm going to put some double-sided tape on here now, and let's see if that works. If it does, then I'll repeat that along, and then hopefully that will just hold it in. So we're just going to check that out and see if that works. Well, right, crew. You're not going to be fucking believe this, but it's not only going to work. So I don't know if you can just see it there. It's just in there, holding it, and it's pretty tight, to be honest. It's not moving anywhere. So what I've done as well is I've double-sided taped it, so that's all along there now. So we're going to fit some more clips in. I mean, I may consider cable tying anyway, but at the moment that could be a good solve. Okay, so let's just get this done, get the clips on, and move to the next side. Okay, so I'm happy with that side. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on now. We're going to move to this side. So we're just going to do exactly the same. We're going to thread it through here, over the wheel arch, and down, and then we can just run it along there. So let's get on with that now. Okay, so on this side, there's a bolt there. There's just one up here, under there, and I've just peeled this back. We've got a bolt under here, and this one here. And I've lost the clip, so I've got to find that in there somewhere. Just peel this back and then feed your strip through here. I'm going to bring it down here and then feed it out from there. Right, we are ready now to let's get this last one up on this side. So we're ready to go. Double-sided tape in place. A couple of spaces for the clips, and let's get this up. Okay, right, so we've just got the front to do, so we're just going to feed that down, going through here. We're just going to pop it out just under here and then run it along that way, and then we'll just get it wired on and see if this works. Right, okay, we're front is done. Now, how do I feel about only double siding the front? I'm not confident. I don't like the idea, but it's on. And I've just double sided a bit of the tape wire there, which then runs up. I'm not a great fan of just double siding it. I can't see another way of doing it right now. But we're going to go with that for the minute. And let's get it wired up. Oh yeah, so I just forgot. Because we didn't do the rear, we actually have one spare. Now, I'm tempted to either mount it in here for the engine, or do we go and put it over here so this lights up? Not sure. Let's wait and see. Right, so I've decided to go for it along here for now, on the intercooler, and then we'll get this wired up and see how it looks. Right, so we've just fixed the box down, we've tidied up some of the wires, and now we're going to, I've got the wire somewhere here, there we go. That's the ACC wire that we spoke about earlier, and then I'm going to run the earth off this wire here that's running on here, which comes up into this box here, control box. So let's get that done.
It was recording. Okay, it was.
Dad.
Sorry. Now it's recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, moment of truth. So we're just going to test it right now. So we've got the live, and we know it's working fine because the fog lights are on. So now we're just going to touch this and see what happens. Right, there we go. Everything's working, and they're coming on the sides and the front. Fantastic. Right, okay, so we're going to get this good. Right, so that's working fine. So we're going to get this taped up, and then we'll go and get some shots. Right, so all wired up and it's working. I'm probably going to move this because I don't think it's going to give any light at all through the grille, which is kind of what I was aiming for. So I think we'll have to mount it somewhere else, maybe in the engine bay. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really decided that yet, but we'll move that later. But it's definitely working underneath and up front. So we are going to go and take some shots. It's running on two separate apps, so one's running the fog lights and the other one's running the Underglow, which is great, so you can turn the Underglow on and off and still run the fog lights independently. So yeah, let's go and get some shots. Right guys, that completes the installation. Let's go and get some shots. Looks fairly tidy, so nothing too crazy going on. Just a wire there, really, basically, but nothing that looks out of place or too much. So let's pack this up. Let's go and get some shots. It's starting to rain, perfectly timed. Thank you. And yeah, let's go and do this.